Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday, December 23rd, and we are 2 days away from Christmas. Hopefully everybody is on the home stretch, ready to get into the Christmas spirits a little bit more so and relax and enjoy what Santa brings you. Hopefully Santa has been nice to all of you. He's been nice to me so far, and I'm looking forward to spending some time with my family, and hopefully you guys are going to do the same. As a reminder, normal business hours today until 7 p.m. That's this Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, Christmas Eve, I'll be open until 3. If foot traffic tends to die down, or if everybody's done with their shopping, I may skedaddle a little earlier. I'll make a post, but 3 is the target, and I should have no problem reaching there because I know you guys are going to want to come and get your books. Tomorrow is a fairly big day. We have 3 absolute titles, one of which includes Wonder Woman number 15, which is going to see the crossover of Absolute Batman. I myself caught up on Wonder Woman, and I highly recommend it to all of you guys. Any of you naysayers or anybody that has been on the fence about reading Wonder Woman, you are missing out. There is a very strong Greek mythology component to it, which I'm kind of a sucker to Greek mythology. Grew up watching Odyssey and Sinbad the Sailor with all that claymation goodness and the Cyclopses and Hydras and Medusas, or Gorgons, if you will. And seeing that in Wonder Woman tickles me in places that only she can tickle me. It's good. It's definitely good. You guys should read it. You guys will enjoy it. I 100%, 110% believe it will. As far as today and tomorrow is concerned, we're doing kind of a 10% kickback on gift certificates. If you spend $50 or more, if you spend $50 on a gift certificate, you get a $5 additional credit. That will be applied to the gift certificate. If you spend $100, you get 10%, and then it's incremental past that. So if you get a $150 gift certificate, you'll get $15 and so forth. So do the math. I have faith that you can figure out what goes beyond that. I believe in you. But yeah, I mean, beyond that, we're just trying to get through the rest of the year, knock it out of the park, like I believe that we can. It's not over yet, but we're almost there. As a reminder to you guys, January 4th, so not this weekend, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, January 4th, is going to be a show at Knights Hall. So, con season doesn't take much of a break, that's for sure. So put that on your calendars, January 4th, Knights Hall, comic show, weather permitting, of course. I mean, if it's going to be this weather in a couple weeks, I mean, it's silly. It's absolutely silly. -10 degrees with 8 inches of snow on the ground. Fast forward a week, and we're barbecuing on Christmas. Out of curiosity, is anybody actually going to be barbecuing on Christmas? I mean, I was this close. I mean, I spent a year in Australia, and it was different to be literally cooking shrimp and pineapple and sausages and all kinds of stuff on a grill with a little Christmas tree on the table. It's a different kind of feeling. But this is about as close as it's going to get while still being in Indiana. That's for sure. But anyway, like always, let me know if you guys are looking for anything. That N64 and Game Boy was quite amazing. Super happy that those came into the store. Already sold GoldenEye for the N64. Big surprise. But I still have Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart, Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Star Fox. It's awesome. And then I even have Kirby's Adventure for the Game Boy. So those are cool. Those are cool pickups. As for today, I have a long box that has been dealt with, priced, and ready to go. So I'm excited to get that taken care of for you. I was expecting a box of slabs yesterday. They did not show up, so that'll be next week's video, that'll be next week's video, just because there's not anything that's super crazy inside. Couple goodies that are from my collection that I'm eager to show off. So I guess those are kind of juicy, but they're for me. They're my stuff. But beyond that, I mean, we're just rocking and rolling, right? So bring in your friends and family and children into the store, show them off. Everybody's got some time on their hands. I know you do. And see what I can do to help you. Yeah. Okay, so as far as the long box is concerned, let's see here. I'm gonna kind of stand up. I'm gonna show off my fat belly. I can't zoom out when it's that camera angle. So I guess I'll just stand back, try not to let my fatness take up the entire video or entire camera frame. But you know what? Deal with it. It's gonna be one of those things. We are merry and jolly around here. First chunk of stuff, Spawn. I have some more Spawn books. This is going to be a mix of kind of younger, earlier issues and some later issues. Just a random gunslinger, a couple blood feuds, right? They're there. But Spawn 3, 28, 32, 35, 43, and then a huge jump into 350, right? So I got one of each of the covers here, which I already had some of those in the back issues already, so I'm not, it's nothing too terribly awesome, but it's still Spawn. Spawn is good. Okay. And then it's a run after that. So 351, 52, a Virgin 52, 251s, 351 twice, and then a 352, right? 352, 52, 53, 53. I think you guys kind of get the idea, right? 54s. There's a Mark Spears 355. So that's a hot book right now. So again, if you're looking for Spawn, especially if you missed some of the last issues. Some of these I sold out of because I was ordering kind of light to begin with, and then I started actually getting a lot more Spawn subscribers and people getting re-interested in Spawn, which with these covers and classicness of Spawn, how can you resist? And then I had some loose issues of Monster and the Wolf. So the blind bag that came out before this last Mark Spears blind bag. Notice there's a foily one of those. There's some loose issues. So if you're missing one of the covers, or if you like one of these covers, you have the opportunity to snag one of those. Let's see. There's some random stuff. I'm just going to kind of skip through. Incredible Hulk 235 and 36. A Gwenum, Spider-Gwen issue. Wendy the Good Witch, Uncle Scrooge, some Tarzan. Couple random like horror books, right? Haunted, Boris Karloff. Let's see. Some random Atlas comics. So those of you that are kind of oddball collectors, so you got Brute, Iron Jaw, Scorpion. Those are all number ones. Let's see, a random Simpsons issue, right? Let's see, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom number 2. Lobo is back on everybody's radar. So here's a cool Wonder Woman versus Lobo issue. Let's see. Classics Illustrateds If you guys are into those, or if you're looking for something for younger readers or young kids, you can bridge the gap between comic book and actual historic storytelling, and maybe try to get them interested in, the classics, if you will, that are illustrated. Let's see. These are kind of cool. This is a G.I. Joe number 10 second print. So that's kind of a rare one. And then G.I. Joe number 30, also second print. My understanding is that these came in like almost like blister packs, sealed poly bags and whatnot. So those are, kind of fun, kind of hard to find. I did get a number 21. That's going to be going to the cleaner and presser. It was a third print, which when I looked them up, it said sales data not found because they're fairly rare. There's not a lot of sales data on it. So I'm like, let's get that one slabbed and get that one preserved, right? Let's see. Some random Radio Shack Superman books. Those are always fun. Let's see. Oh, a big chunk of Marvel Tales. So if you are a Spider-Man fan or want to get your kids into reading Spider-Man, this is a perfect book for you. They are modern or really cheap a lot of times and capture early Spider-Man stories. And, again, get your kids into reading. This is actually one of the most referred titles that I offer, especially to people that don't collect comics. They don't know what they want to collect. They don't know what they want to get into. And, I ask them, I said, what do you like? And they're like, Spider-Man. And I'm like, okay, here you go. Marvel Tales, because they're fairly cheap. And, you get all your first appearances, all your classic stories. And ultimately, it's just a great, great series. Yeah. So there's a lot of them. A lot of them here. And then, moving from Marvel Tales, then you get Marvel Super Action, which reprinted a lot of Avengers stories. So this is the first appearance of Vision. So if you're a Vision fan and you don't think you'll ever be able to afford the actual first appearance of Vision, well, there you go. Grab the reprint while you can. Marvel Triple Action, same kind of deal. Reprinting. This is the first appearance of Red Guardian from the Thunderbolts movie. So, again, if you're a Thunderbolts fan or a Red Guardian fan, you want to try it, you want to check it out, there's your opportunity. Go for it. Then we got Marvel's Greatest Comics, which are reprints of Fantastic Four issues. One of the keys that I stumbled into, this is a Thor number 339. So this is the first appearance of Stormbreaker, which is from the Thor Avengers Endgame movie. While Captain America is wielding Mjolnir, Thor is wielding Stormbreaker. So, there's a bit of a connection there. X-Men fans, X-Men Adventures. I've been picking these up whenever I can. They're still fairly cheap, all things considered. But with the TV series making its headway, with X-Men on the horizon entering the MCU, there's a lot of attention on X-Men and a lot of interest on it. So again, I've been snagging them where I can, just because it could very potentially be a thing. Reprint issues of X-Men number 1. So if you ever wanted to read or almost own X-Men number 1, there's your chance. And then these have been a couple hot books. They've been requested time and time again. I found a couple in a box and wanted to make sure that I showed them off. But with the Age of Revelation story arc that just hit X-Men the last couple months, a lot of interest on Age of Apocalypse has been around the store. People have been looking for these books. This is Alpha and the Omega. This is the bookends of the story. So if you're looking to read X-Men Apocalypse, Age of Apocalypse, you need those. and those have those chromium 90s goodness, right? Random book, Monsters of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, these were limited prints, and then each had a different character on the cover. So I believe this one is the Dark Magician. I could be wrong, but that's, notice the Spider-Man 300 homage, right? This is a fun series, Aliens versus Predator 1 through 4. So this is the full story arc of Aliens versus Predator. This is the volume 1. So again, if you're an Alien fan, a Predator fan, or an Alien versus Predator fan, this is quintessential for your collection. I also have a big chunk of Dark Horse Presents. So that's a lot of the early appearances of Predator and Alien, kind of what Dark Horse was leading into before the spin-off series. So I have a bunch of those. Flip through a small handful of Swamp Thing. So if you're a Swamp Thing fan, these are some of the later issues. So some of these can be kind of hard to find, especially in high grade. Notice the Red Baron plane there. But yeah, handful of Swamp Thing. Pretty rad. And then I have a giant chunk of Wolverine. And the chunk starts around at issue 50, which is the claw cover, right? But then it jumps to 119, and then it continues all the way through 179. And so this is all volume 1. But yeah, so if you need any Wolverine issues, especially later in the run, there's some cool stuff in here. Great issues. This is a series that, I made sure to collect the full run of Wolverine, just because, it's Wolverine, man. These two issues, actually, so not to spoil the cartoon series, but we saw Wolverine get the adamantium ripped out of him in X-Men 97, right? That's the Fatal Attractions story arc, which I have the full story arc as a bundle here in the store. So if you actually want to read what happens to Magneto, what Magneto does, pick up that. It's one of my all-time favorite story arcs. But Wolverine leaves the X-Men, right? Because he's been destroyed and doesn't have his adamantium and needs to kind of find himself, so he goes out on his own. Well, Apocalypse ends up snatching him and turning him into the Angel of Death, right? So Archangel's already come and gone. So Apocalypse grabs Wolverine. That's how he gets the adamantium rebonded to his skeleton, is through Apocalypse. And then he becomes the Horseman Death, right? Well, these two issues are actually when Wolverine encounters the X-Men as the Horseman of Death. And of course, the X-Men find out, who he is and whatnot. But those two issues are pretty cool. I don't know how we'll see that in the cartoon series. We know that Apocalypse is showing up. He alluded to Gambit becoming the Horseman of Death, at the after credits scene in that one episode. So whether or not Gambit becomes the Horseman of Death or Wolverine, we'll find that out later. Wolverine and Gambit miniseries, and then we jump to some Dazzler issues. Okay, you B-movie fans, Toxic Avenger 1, 2, and 3. These are kind of hard to find, and they've been jumping up in price, especially after the release of the last movie, the Peter Dinklage movie. If you haven't seen that yet, it is out on DVD and Blu-ray. But yeah, Toxic Avengers, classic goodness. You have Falcon 1, 2, 3, and 4, the full little miniseries that he did, and then Tales to Astonish, which reprints the original Submariner story arc. So you've got number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9 all right here. Obviously, number 1 being the important issue, and then, the rest of it there. So if you need Tales to Astonish, it's here. But anyway, so that's it for the long box. One thing I wanted to show you, though, this is pretty cool. I'm going to turn my camera. Hello. So I always like showing you the big books last, right? Well, this isn't necessarily it is kind of a big book, but it's more of a big series. So you Wolverine fans, this is like cornerstone Wolverine stuff, okay? If you're a Wolverine fan at all, you need to have this series in your collection because it is, again, quintessential Wolverine stuff. This is Marvel Comics Presents 72 through 84. So this is the full series or full story arc of Wolverine getting the adamantium bonded to his skeleton. So this is the origin, basically. So again, these are quintessential Wolverine books. So 72, and then you just moving through it, right? So this is Wolverine, all about the mind erasure, going through the Weapon X program. You got your classic Barry Windsor Smith cover, which there's a trading card series of Wolverine, and this is one of the cards that they had. This was like my favorite card for the longest time. I mean, it is so cool. It's so serene. It's very simple, but it just speaks volumes about who Wolverine is and kind of what he was going through, right? This is the first appearance of the Weapon X helmet, so the reprogramming helmet. Yeah, just take it all in. Yeah. Cornelius! And then this is a wraparound cover. So I'm not going to pull it out of the bag, but just imagine the other half looking similar to this, right? But anyway, so this is the full story. I'm going to bundle this up, okay? This is $100+ worth of books here, and I'm going to bundle it all together for you guys. Again, giving somebody the opportunity to actually read and collect and own the entire story arc of Wolverine. So take that into consideration. Lastly, what I want to do today, I'm going to show off the case or cases, because I had some requests from folks to highlight, some of the goodies that I'm showing off in the case. So that Tales to Astonish number 1, if that's not good enough for you, there's a real number 1, and you can take that and consider it. Silver Surfer number 4, classic issue. That's a cameo of Taskmaster. There's the first Taskmaster. Dracula number 2, high grade Masters of the Universe number 12, first Black Cat, a signed Morbius number 1, a signed Dave Sims Cerberus number 1, which is a facsimile issue. And then looking down here, some of the graded stuff. You got first Boba Fett, first Elsa Bloodstone 9/8, first Elektra, which that is really tough to get in high grade because of the black cover. So there's not very many that are in 9/4 or higher. I think there was only like 600 or 700 or something like that. So that's kind of rare and high grade. First Null, there's the signed Stan Lee book. I mean, what speaks Christmas more than a signed Stan Lee book, right? Warriors of Plasm, number 1, Jim Shooter signed book, which he's passed away now. Super rare Pole Parrot, that's from 1948. Tyler Kirkman signed, first Warlock, Venom 1, Venom 2, all graded. So you can actually have 1, 2, and 3 in your collection. Then you've got Wildcats, number 2, signed. Punchline. There's a signed Peach Momoko Spider-Man book in the back, signed Jim Lee book. Do You Poo 9/8. First female Loki. That's one of 12 9/8 Masters of the Universe number 12s. Legion of Monsters, hard to find. And then you got your X-Men. That's the first Moira McTaggart. Right? First Phoenix. First Cable. Facsimile Mexico edition Hulk 181. Logan's Run, signed by Michael Ozek. That's the first Thanos solo story. Deathlock number 1, or not number 1, but first appearance. So that's pretty rare. Mark Bagley, ASM 375 signed. There's your Submariner number 1 coming out of 6.0. And then Wolverine 36, first appearance of Helverine with the custom label there on top, coming back in 9/8. So this is just a small snippet of what's inside. Reminder, I've got 3 boxes of stuff in the back. Which, goodness gracious, there's so much stuff. I mean, there's more slabs, more keys, more juicy goodness. Just giving you a quick peek. Yeah, Monsters number 1. First America Chavez. Yeah. And then all this stuff. Thor, True Crime, Avengers. Death of Superman, 4th print newsstand. Yeah. I'm just going to flip through and show off just bits and pieces. Because you never know. You never know. It's all good stuff, guys. All good stuff. Yeah, hard to find. Yeah. Just feel free to ask, and let's see if I got it. All right? Okay. You guys have a Merry Christmas. Hopefully I see you guys in the store either today and or tomorrow. It's going to be a thing. It's always a thing. Have a good day. I'll talk to you tomorrow with new comic books. Yeah? Okay. Excelsior!